underestimate how fast things can change for you. Don't, because people think that success, takes decades, but the truth is, your life can dramatically change in 6 months if you really get disciplined, if you are really serious, honestly. It's crazy. I used to hate my life. I used to be depressed, lost, had no direction. Now I live a crazy, beautiful, abundant life. I travel the world nonstop and make 6 figures a month. And this was all because I decided one day nobody is going to come save me. I need to save myself. I stopped playing small. I stopped overthinking. I stopped waiting for the right moment. There is no right moment, girls. It's just the moment that you finally get tired of your own shit, your own excuses. And I say this with love, okay? You could literally be one decision, one product, one opportunity, one season of discipline from changing your entire life. It's crazy. You could literally be one chapter away if you just start writing it. So let this be a reminder to just bet on yourself a little bit harder, okay? Your breakthrough can literally happen way faster than you could have ever imagined.
4 steps to change your life in 6 months. Focus on 1 to 3 goals. The idea of an extreme change is a motivation killer, so don't set more than 3 priorities. Focus on changing your identity. Follow people who motivate you and get a sense of how they live. And notice when you're enjoying something that involves the person you want to be. Create a system or routine. When there's a routine, we just stick to it and there's no room for any excuses. And learn the importance of micro habits. You just get this instant satisfaction when you complete little things that makes you fall in love with improving yourself.
How to change your life in 6 months. Step 1, you want to get clarity on who you really want to become. Do you want to become an influencer? Do you want to become a remote worker? So when you're able to get clarity, then you'll be able to set goals that will help you reach your destination quicker. Ask yourself, who do I want to become in the next 6 months? Step 2, you want to set achievable goals. Don't set a goal for the remaining 6 months of the year. What you need to do is you want to break your goals into weekly actions. For example, you can say something as, at the end of the week, this is what I want to achieve. So when you break your goals into smaller actions like weekly actions or daily actions, it's going to be easier for you to achieve that goal. Step 3, learn something valuable. Don't bank on the knowledge you had before this remaining 6 months. I know that people say consistency is good, but when you've been consistently doing the same thing that isn't working, you need to change that routine. If you've been applying to remote jobs, do something different and start pitching yourself instead. If you have been an influencer and you've been creating content and nobody's liking or subscribing to your content, do something different and start collaborating with other influencers. So the goal here is to learn something different and do something different. So ask ChatGPT, this is what I've been doing in the last 6 months and I want to change my strategy. How can I do something different that will help me reach my goal quicker? Step 4, offer your services for free. I know you hate to hear it, but it's something that works. If you offer your service for free, you're building your confidence on the way. You learned makeup, do it for free. You learned remote work or whatever skill you learned, offer your service, pitch yourself and offer your service for free. If you're able to offer your service for free, you're going to build yourself, right? You build yourself to a certain level that when you start charging people, you will no longer become questionable. Step 5, monetize your skills. If you've done free service and they come back and say, hi, I would still like to work with you, charge them. Know when to charge. If you continue working for free, you wouldn't make money. I need you to learn and know when exactly you need to start charging for your service. You need to build an online presence. If you don't have an online presence, it's just like an Igbo man selling TV from his living room. He won't make sales as compared to someone who is in the marketplace. If you're an influencer, whatever it is you are, remote worker, build an online presence. It's very important. Every single thing I said in this video, I wrote it down in a roadmap. Now, I want you guys to look for accountability partners in the comment section anywhere. Go and look for someone who is interested in the same thing you're interested in. If they want to learn makeup, learn it together. Start taking free resources together. If they want to become an influencer, meet up together and start creating content together. Collabo and start learning these things together. So if you're interested in finding an accountability partner, drop a comment and maybe they'll find you. And if you're interested in the roadmap, let me know as well. And yeah, bye guys.
Okay, so this is how you change or upgrade your life in 6 months. First of all, this all starts with how you see yourself. What is the story that you're telling yourself about yourself? Because this is going to limit what you believe is possible for you. This is going to create this bubble and this man-made limit when you are limitless, but you already knew that. So we have to watch the story that we're telling about ourselves. Things like, I'm not creative, I'm not good with money. I'm not meant to be successful. It's for her, but it's not for me. We have to watch those stories, because when we go out to set a future vision for our lives that deep down we know we are capable of, and we go to create this beautiful vision of everything that we want, as soon as we start to go bigger with this dream, these limits make us fearful and make us feel like we need to make this smaller, safer, more possible. So it starts with, what is the story that you're telling yourself about yourself? How do you see yourself and what is possible for you? And this is where anytime you see somebody who has something that you know you want, instead of saying, that's cool for them, but it's not for me, say this is for me. Or this is possible for me. Or if I feel called to this, there's a reason why. This is for me. Or if she can do it, so can I. Right? Now, this is where you want to surround yourself on social media and in your life with expanders. People that show you things like this are possible. Otherworldly results are possible. That $1 million business is possible, no matter who you are. And you surround yourself by more and more examples, and you start to collect evidence that just as fast as you can think you're not good enough, you can change that to believe you are good enough. And the key in all of this is belief, and sustained belief. Because belief that it is possible will change your energy and the way that you show up in your business. So if you wake up in the morning believing that a $1 million business is possible for you, you're going to have a different energy, right? You're going to show up in a different way. You're going to show up on social media in a different way because you believe it is possible. And you have decided that it is for you. And to take a decision is one of the most powerful things that you can do, because to decide means to cut off all other options. You are going for this big future vision. This is what you are focused on. And you are then taking aligned action towards it. And what is aligned action? Aligned action means every move you make is done connected to this future vision that you believe is possible. And you're doing it in a way that is following your inspired action. It feels connected, it feels intuitive, it feels right. It can be hard, it can be uncomfortable, but it still feels right. Versus aimless action, which is just being busy for busy's sake, following trends, chasing things left, right, and center, or forcing things even when they don't feel right. Aligned action is moving towards the manifestation that you want, moving towards the dream that you want, staying focused, putting your blinkers on, not letting doubt cloud your belief, because that's going to change your energy, and that changes the way you show up, and that's going to change your results. So you keep taking this aligned action, believing that it is possible for you, and through this process, you become the kind of person who gets these results as a result of moving towards it. You become her, the 7-figure business owner. And the results, this visual is getting a little confusing. The results come to you because you've become it. You've stepped into and embodied and acted as if this is yours already, because it is.
That's how I changed my life and manifested my dream life in 6 months. So I discovered manifestation back in 2022. I randomly came across the book The Secret in my house and I read it and I was hooked. I bought every other book, and for the next 3 years I just read all these books and would manifest little things, but I truly wanted to change my life. I was kind of under the impression that other people can do it, but I'll never be able to do that because deep hardwired personality traits like overthinker, worrier, and this is just who I am and I'll never be able to change. And then I came across this podcast with Dr. Tara Swart. It truly changed my life. I owe everything to this podcast. This was where I first heard about neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to rewire itself based on what you repeatedly think. So I realised if I got this way by thinking it over and over, I'll just undo it by thinking the opposite. I just realised this isn't as hard as I thought. So basically your brain is not fixed. So when people say things like it's just the way I am, that's just not true. We know from science that's not true. And neural pathways strengthen the more they're used. That's why when people say repetition rewires, it's actually scientific. Affirmations will work if you just keep saying them. Eventually you will believe them. The brain literally forms stronger pathways between neurons when a thought or a pattern or behaviour is repeated over and over again. Knowing that small bit of science, I fell down a wormhole, I went down the quantum physics wormhole. But that's small piece of science. I don't know, it solidified the fact to me okay, I can actually do this. It's not just for other people. So after learning this, I got a pen and paper and I wrote out my dream life, the person I want to be, the life I want to live, the friends and the things that I want to have in my life. So specific. I was probably there for a couple hours doing this and I just kind of got lost in it. It made me feel so good. It wasn't from a place of lack at all. And what's scary, the other day when I was journaling, I do a journal at the end of the night for a couple minutes, it was so accurate. I'm literally living the life that I wanted so badly. I wanted to live somewhere warm. I wanted to only work for a couple hours a day. I wanted to feel so happy. I wanted to have amazing friends. I wanted to not worry about money. It was genuinely everything I was writing in my diary. And I'm at the point where I'm so happy that I don't even know what I want to manifest into my life, because I feel I have everything I could ever want, and that is the exact place that everyone should aspire to be in. I literally just made this account the other day because I was I need to share this. If I can do it, you can do it too. So here is my top tips. Number 1, learn the science. When you start learning the science, you realise that it's not all woo-woo nonsense. I think some of it is a little bit woo-woo, but I don't care. I'm a spiritual baddie now. But if you want to learn the science, I would recommend definitely Dr. Tara Swart. Listen to everything she's got to say about neuroplasticity, and also Dr. Joe Dispenza. People give him hate because he's not a real doctor or something. I don't care. Read the books. I've read all 3 of his books. Number 2, be grateful right now. Stop reminiscing about the past. The key is to be present right now. Being present equals living consciously, and that's what we want to do. We don't want to fall back into those unconscious patterns and habits and thoughts. Find some sort of gratitude practice, whether that's gratitude journaling or anything. Just be grateful throughout your day. Number 3, be patient. Humans' brains are actually fried from doom scrolling and the instant gratification from short form content. We're kind of cooked. When you're being impatient, you're just reaffirming that you don't have what you want. And let go of the control. Just trust that it's going to come in when it comes in. You don't need to worry about the how. If it can work for me, it can work for you.
I literally have 5 minutes before I need to go into work, but I feel inspired to make this video, and I think you should always act on the inspiration when it comes to content, because you don't always feel inspired to film. Anyways, my life has literally changed in the last 6 months, and I need this to find the right people, because I just needed to hear all this, and I wish I just found it sooner. If you are stuck in a rut, you know exactly who you want to be. You have pretty much a good mental picture of who you want to be, but you don't know how to get there. I've lost 12 pounds over the last 6 months. I've left my soul-sucking corporate job. I've gotten out of all my debt. I have more swim coaching clients than I could ever ask for. I'm a swim coach outside of my full-time job. My full-time job is a finance broker. I am the top producing person in my office, in an office full of men, by the way, which makes me even more proud to say that. And I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. Truly, genuinely, I am. I have my cutesy little beach apartment that I pay for, which might not be a lot to some people, but I do that while supporting 2 people financially, because my partner is going all in on building a startup that we both are obviously invested in, but one of us has to be that stable foundation, and that's me right now. All of this to say, because this isn't about me, this is about you and hopefully finding the right person. You need to just start showing up as the person that you want to be. Pretend, okay? Probably heard this already. I heard it for years. I was pretty much just completely depressed a year ago. I was in so much debt, I can't even explain to you. I was sleeping on the floor of a business that was failing, our business that was failing at that time, and I had no idea how I was going to get out of the situation in a very sketchy area. For me, the vehicle to get out of that was sales. I truly believe sales is where you need to be as a woman in your 20s, not because of the monetary potential. Outside of that, the person you will become by going into sales. Let me tell you why. And if you're one of those people watching this video right now that's like, I could never do sales, the grind, the this, the that, blah, 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 this video is not for you. You will be rejected every single day. And the person you will become, the way your ego will break down and the confidence you will build by just being able to handle rejection and how you'll be able to talk to people, it is your superpower. I'm telling you right now, if you're a woman, it can be your superpower. You know why too? Because all the people you're talking to on the phone are men. And this is not, I'm not saying you're manipulating men, it's energy. This is all energy, okay? 90% of the reason a deal goes through is because of your energy, the person's rapport with you. They feel they can trust you. You need to just find the vehicle, the product that you like selling. I was selling payroll before this, and I was I couldn't sell anything. My soul was being sucked out of me. Now I sell money. I love talking about money. I sell money all day. I have to find the right vehicle. But the core of what I'm saying is the way to get out of your situation is two things. Number one, it's all up here. Mentally, you need to rewire this. Every day, I subconsciously am rewiring my mind, listening to affirmations, listening to affirming thoughts, beliefs, motivational videos. The world belongs to optimists. I think there's a saying, cynics will be right, optimists will be rich. You need to rewire the way you think. Every single time you have a negative thought, you are just going to flip it. This is all about fake it till you make it, because eventually you're not faking it anymore. I'm not faking it anymore. I am the person that goes to the gym. It is part of my day. It is like drinking water and going to the restroom. I need to go to the, I don't care if I don't feel like doing that. It's just happening. You need to show up as the version of yourself starting tomorrow. Pretend. It's not going to feel like pretend anymore. Eventually, you're just going to be that person. Your brain doesn't know the difference between an experience that you're actually having versus not having. That's why when you feel anxiety, it's because you're thinking of a situation that's either happened in the past or you're afraid might happen in the future, and you are literally putting your nervous system in the state of that anxious situation, that fear-based state happening, but it's not actually happening. So if you could put your brain in that fear-based state and manifest all these feelings of badness, of fear, and then more fear comes back to you, okay? More situations of lack come back to you, because that you don't experience what you want. You experience what you are. Get to experience what you want is by changing what you are internally. So if you can do that with an anxious-based state, you can do it with a positive state, okay? You're going to trick your brain into seeing abundance over and over and over again every single day. Start with gratitude. That's going to be my number one little tidbit for you. I'm telling you, if you just do a little bit every single day, eventually you are going to be a totally new person in the mirror, and you are going to be the version of yourself that you've always envisioned because you just started showing up as her. I'm telling you, your reality will mold to match it as you start doing this, because you'll start making different decisions. You'll start making decisions with the type of person who actually lives the life you want. And so this page is going to be fully dedicated to me literally filming my life, working 3 jobs, doing all the things I'm doing, so that you can just see me faking it till I make it, and maybe we could just do it alongside each other. And I hope with my little corner of the internet, I can inspire you to do the same for yourself and change your life and start living the life that you really want. Love you.
This is for you if you're ready to change your life in the next 6 months. I'm not talking to anybody else. If you want to keep living your life the way that you are, by all means, do your thing. I'm not talking to you. Keep scrolling. Everybody else who stayed, listen up. If you saw my 6-month message video, then you know what I'm talking about. You know that the next 6 months of your life is about to be better than the last 6 years. But this is the thing that goes with that. You have to take that message and run with it. Okay? You have to take aligned action. And so I want to share with you some of the ways that I'm going to prepare for the blessings that are coming in the next 6 months. Because this is the thing, is that if you want a windfall of blessings, you have to be prepared for the responsibility of those blessings. Okay? Okay. So for the first thing that we need to do is commit our plans to the Lord. You need to make sure that you write down, make it plain, Habakkuk 2:2, make it plain to the Lord and commit your plans to him. That's Proverbs 16:3 talks about this. This is the Amplified version. It says, commit your work to the Lord, submit and trust them to him, and your plans will succeed if you respond to his will and guidance. That means that we always have to stay grounded in his word. We always have to stay grounded in who he is and who we are to him, understanding that you are a woman of God, that you are his daughter, that you have a Father in heaven who wants to see you win, who wants to see you succeed, but he wants you to be in close relationship with him the whole time. Because the thing is when God blesses you the way that he's about to bless you, it's for his glory and for his kingdom. Don't forget that. Because we can get into this mode, especially when we're looking at worldly things, where we're like, oh, I want to be successful. I want the Lambo. Do you really want a Lamborghini? Do you really actually want a Lamborghini? Or have you been programmed to want that because that's what you see all over your FYP or your Explore page? Right. Or do you actually just want to live a life of freedom? Do you want to be able to swipe your card and not have to check your bank balance? Do you want to be able to go visit your family and take time off and genuinely spend time with your family without having to worry about everything else that's going on? Do you want to be able to give and give freely and give without expectation and give without feeling like you gave the last that you had and now you are in a bad position? Those are the things that you really want to think about and really commit those to the Lord and tell him, Lord, this is really what I want. This is actually the life that I want to live. The next thing is you want to take aligned action. You want to take aligned action. This means that you are aligning your life, aligning your every decision with what you committed to the Lord that you wanted, with what you said that you wanted. You're committing to the Lord. If you say, Lord, I want to be able to save $15,000 in the next 6 months, why are you spending money on frivolous things? Right. So then you need to take aligned action, put a budget together, seek wise counsel to help you. That is taking aligned action. And something else I want to say about this, because people always think that this is just like, take crazy action, do it. No. Taking aligned action means that you're doing something that aligns with what your goal is. And as you're going about the doing of it, when you take that first step, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. But as you take that first step, what happens is you build momentum. And people want to help you along the way. People want to help you. They want to be around you. They want to contribute to it because everybody loves a come up story. So they want to help you and be a part of your story. Allow them to. But in order for them to be able to do that, you have to take action first. You have to build the momentum. The next thing is, especially if you're watching this right now and you are aligned with what I'm saying and who I am as a person, you are an entrepreneur or you are aspiring to be an entrepreneur. This means that God has put gifts on your heart that he wants you to bring to fruition into this world to help his people. That's responsibility. It's all fun and games being a business owner until you have to actually work the business and build the business, right? So you really want to make sure that during this time that you are creating your offer, that you are understanding fully and well who your ideal audience is, who it is that you are feeling called to help, how you are called to help them, and how you are going to package that, whether it's by your knowledge, whether it's by your skill, whether it's by your time, whatever it may be. You need to be able to commit to that and put all of that together. And if you need help with this, you need to be in the Aligned and actually, even if you don't need help, you need to be in the Aligned and Divine membership. This is my business and personal development membership that I have for women of faith who have a business, have an idea, or you are working towards it and you want to bring it to fruition. I help you with one-on-one support, but in a group setting, and we really go in on how to build your offer, how to market yourself. Because why are you so willing to go and market other people, multi-billion-dollar companies like Starbucks and Stanley and all these other companies or whatever? We already know. Why are you willing to do that, but you're not willing to talk about something that God has put on your heart for years? Years God has had this on your heart. Years, and you might have started and stopped. Well, if you want the next 6 months to actually fully be in your business and fully be able to help other people, because the thing is, especially as an entrepreneur, your purpose is not in with you. You are a domino effect. There are so many people who are waiting on you right now. Right now, you're doubting yourself, and there are people who are connected to you, whose destinies are connected to you. And you're doubting yourself, and they're waiting on you. People who are waiting to give you money because you are the answer to a problem that they have had for so long. Okay, so you know where to meet me? All right then. So once you've done that, then you also need to attract your people and really keep people around you who are inspiring you. Whether you have them in your life already or they're your internet friends, because I'm one of them, babe. Hi, hello, I'm one of them. I'm one of your girls now. We're in this together for real. And I don't mean that surface level. I mean, I am praying over you actively, very actively. We are in this together. I created this entire platform. God really called me to create this entire platform because you need it. Because again, it's not just me. It's everybody connected to me. It's every person whose eyes get on my page. They are affected too. You just watching this, if you're 6 minutes in right now, 6 minutes, 45 seconds in right now, you know that this is something, that this is for you, that you have purpose. So imagine if I didn't show up the way that God told me to show up, you wouldn't get this message. You wouldn't get what God is calling you to have right now, right? You wouldn't get this little spiritual kick in the butt, this little, fire under you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So you want to make sure that, first of all, you remember that you have purpose, and that you waiting on that doesn't help anybody. Actually, there's so many people who are connected to you. So make sure that you're attracting your people who inspire you, because keeping people around you who are not inspiring you but are actually taking from you, that's only taking from your energy, and your energy is precious. Your energy is so precious, and you need to pour that energy not only into yourself but into the kingdom of God. For real. Get serious. Anyways, the last thing is stay disciplined in your commitment. Stay so disciplined. By the way, this is like now 8 minutes. I made a whole YouTube video on this, but you need to stay disciplined in your commitment, because the Lord has so much for you. But you can't sit here and expect blessings and a windfall of blessings if you do not know how to steward them or take care of them or be responsible for them. He who is given little and does well with it will be given more. Okay? And by he, I mean you, girl. Okay, I'm going to end this right here, but you heard what I said. I'm right there with you. We're rocking in. We're doing this little by little. Stay tuned. Stay and stick around, because I'm taking y'all on the journey, because the way that God has put this on my heart for y'all and for me, I'm actively doing this too. I'm stepping up in my business too. I'm not being afraid to promote myself, because I know that what I have is of value. You need to do the same way. Okay? We're locked in, girl.